Soulmates, welcome back to another tutorial. If you are new here, my name is Mona and you're welcome to my channel. And in today's video we're going to learn how to cut and sew this trendy purple skirt. If it's something you like, make sure you watch the video to the end, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more video like this. Making this skirt, you don't really need much fabric. All you just need is half yard of lining and also 3 or more than 3 yards of fabric. And after doing that, you're going to cut it on a vertical line. So you're going to cut it on a straight line, so it's going to be very long, just like this. And next thing, you're going to measure the length of your skirt. So I'm just trying to just arrange it properly like this, and I'm going to take the length of my skirt. The length of my skirt on the fabric is about 20 inches. As you can see, it's about 20 inches, while for the lining, the length of your lining will be shorter than the length of your fabric. So for my lining, the length of my lining is about 17 inches. The reason why it's shorter is because of the fabric is going to give it that bubble effect when we are done sewing it. So just make sure you're getting about half yards of lining, 3 or more than 3 yards of fabric, and the length of your fabric should be longer than the length of your lining. And that's all for this. See, you're just going to take your fabric just like this. So you're going to open it up like this, because you're going to make gathers on the upper part and also on the down part. So you're going to make gathers on both sides. But first of all, let's just drop it on one side, just like this. And you are going to get your lining, and only on one side of your lining you're going to open it up like this, and only on one side of your line, that is the upper part of your lining, you're going to make gathers on only the upper part, but you're going to leave the down part plain. So let's go towards the same machine and draw our gather stitch. This is how it looks like after I've gone ahead to make our gather stitch on the upper part and also on the down part. But first of all, we are going to draw the gathers on the down part first before drawing the upper part. So we're going to make a gathers on the upper part, just like you see me doing like this. After you've done making the gathers, you're going to get your lining. Remember I said we're going to only make a guard stitch on the upper part and not on the down part. So on the down part where you didn't draw it, make a gather, so you're going to get your fabric and you're going to arrange it properly to make sure all the fabric fits on the lining. So you're going to arrange it properly and make sure it all fits in on the lining, just like this. So I'm just trying to just spin it all around before going to the other sewing machine and sewing it down, just like this. Make sure when sewing on the lining you're arranging it properly, making sure that all the fabric fits in on the lining. So you keep drawing it out and you're going to sew it down on the lining, just like this. You don't have to rush, just take your time and sew it down. And this is how it's looking after we've done sewing down the lining like this. Next thing, we're going to gather the upper part of the lining and also gather the upper part of the fabric to our waist measurement. So you're going to make a gathers to your exact waist measurement. We're going to add extra 2 inches. That's where we're going to fix in a zipper. So you're going to just make a gathers on the lining to exact waist measurement plus 2 inches, and also on your fabric to your exact waist measurement plus 2 inches. And after you're done with that, next thing is for us to close the side. So this is how it's looking. So the fabric came up to give it that bubble effect. So first of all, let's go ahead and close the sides like this. So you're going to close, arrange the fabric and also the lining like this. You're going to close the side like this, and you're going to also repeat that same process on the other side, just like this. And this is how it looks like after I've gone ahead to close the side seam and also giving it a very good press. This is how yours should be looking. As you can see, the purple skirt is coming out nice and neatly. Next thing, we are going to cut a band. So you're going to cut a band strip plus extra 2 inches. Remember, we gathered our skirt to our exact waist measurement with extra 2 inches. So this band I cut, is the length is about 2.5, and I've gone ahead to iron it just like this. And you're going to make a notch on the band. You're going to find the center of the band and also the center of your skirt. And next thing, you're going to go towards your sewing machine and you're going to make a straight stitch to join the band together on the skirt just like this. And this is how it looks like after I've gone ahead to join the band together on the skirt. So I'm just trying to just cut out the remaining excess on the waistband. So you're going to cut out the excess allowance. If you have any excess allowance, you're going to cut it out on the waistband, just as you see me doing like this. After we've done doing that, you can still go ahead and weave round the waistband. But if you don't have a weaving machine, it doesn't mean, just make sure you're giving it a very good press and let it come out very neat. So next thing, we're going to close the sides of our skirts just like this, and we're going to get our zip. We're going to fix in our zipper. I'm making use of this white zip, and after fixing your zipper, you're just going to close the side. So you're going to find the length of where you want your zip to stop. After that, you're just going to make a straight stitch down to close it up, just as you see me doing like this. And after doing that, that's basically all for today's tutorial. If you get to watch this video to this extent and you find this video helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you like, and make sure you comment, and make sure you share. And that's all for today, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.